Here in Arkansas, Remington Ammunition has been established in our state since 1969. Remington is America's oldest firearms and ammunition manufacturer. We laid the cornerstone of our ammunition manufacturing facility that employs thousands of Arkansans and churns out millions and millions of rounds of ammo. Since the 1960s, Remington has been involved in conservation, and our company history is so rich and varied. We were one of the first payees into the Pittman Robertson agreement into 1937. Our company has always given back to conservation through hunting, through shooting, and through Pittman Robertson.
The Pittman Robertson Act is basically a excise tax that outdoorsmen, hunters pay on ammunition and guns, and it's kind of a unique user fee that helps the state pay for conservation and things of that nature.
So every time you buy a shotgun to go hunting, whether you're clay target shooting or you buy a box of ammunition, 11% of the sale actually goes back to the Pittman Robertson Fund. That fund is then distributed amongst the states based on the size of the states, in addition to a predetermined amount to go back to hunters' education. So that money that you're spending is going to these causes.
PR funding for Arkansas Game and Fish Commission represents roughly a third of our $100 million annual budget. And over the course of almost 100 years now, we've used Pittman Robertson dollars for our Green Tree Reservoir restoration efforts for our waterfowlers and our migratory world-famous duck hunt. We've also used it to help support recreational shooting ranges throughout the state, and that's something that we're trying to grow going forward.
So when you buy that box of ammo or that firearm, your dollars go back to not only conserving wildlife species and habitat, but also into shooting sports ranges and complexes for you to go have fun and shoot with your family.
It's companies like Remington that not only pay an 11% excise tax, but support it, love it, and see the success of conservation, the success of sportsmen and sportswomen being able to enjoy their pursuits directly connected to their industry. That's incredible and something that I've never seen from any other industry. Pittman Robertson has been readdressed. It's even been brought into question. And in addition to what I've observed in this job, to see the industry take the stance that conservation matters, even if it comes at the expense of an 11% excise tax, is something that every single outdoorsman out there should be very proud of.
We'd like to thank every outdoorsman, everybody that buys ammunition or a shotgun to go duck hunting here in Arkansas, because they are helping conservation here in the state. And if it weren't for them, we wouldn't have the resources that we have today.
Ultimate thanks goes to not only the industry like Remington, but also to the consumer.
The partnership between Remington, between our industry and the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission is so strong. So I just want to thank the Game and Fish Commission for all they do for wildlife, for conservation, for the shooting sports, and for making the way of life that I personally enjoy possible. You know, I grew up deer hunting, I grew up duck hunting, shooting every chance I got, and it's still my favorite thing to do with my family. And none of that's possible without the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, and without you as the deer hunter, as the quail hunter, as the shooter, buying that ammunition, buying those hunting licenses, and paying back into conservation funding.
It's you, people that hunt, fish, trap, and shoot, that are the primary funders of land, fish, and wildlife conservation in America. So we definitely want to thank you. We want you to learn more about how America's 60 million active hunters, anglers, trappers, and shooters pay $3.6 billion a year, $10 million a day to conservation through purchases of firearms, ammunition, hunting and fishing licenses, bows, arrows, rods, and reels. So again, thank you for being that primary funder of conservation. Learn more about it, be proud to do it, and have fun out there, be safe, enjoy the outdoors.